Hey guys, so I am in front of the screen and I don't know if you guys can see it. Where the hell is it? Where is it? There's a Noseeum here. There it is. See it? Right there? Right there. So I am behind a glass window and this is on the other side. That Noseeum. Where is it? Right there. See that? And it's kind of obvious to me, like I was saying, that there's Noseeums on every side of the apartment. Well, not every side, but at least the two main window sides. So I'm going to have to tape up this window as well. So these Noseeums are just waiting to come in. They're just kind of perched outside, and I have an idea. I don't know if this is really going to work. Noseeum right there. This window has not been open for about a year at all. And this Noseeum's just waiting here, just waiting to come in, wanting to come in. And I have an idea how why these Noseeums are so prevalent. So Noseeums are they need a lot of water to survive. They need water to lay their eggs, moist soil. They also feed on decaying matter. So outside there's a lot of plants, there's a lot of trees. There's also a area where there is forgotten, how can I say this? Like there are cut leaves and cut branches and it's just been decaying there for a while and it's right next door to us. That is probably, in my opinion, the source of the Noseeums. Basically, if you have any standing water, any foliage that hasn't been cut back, or if it's just around rotting, think, mulch, that kind of stuff. That's really prime breeding ground for a Noseeum. I'm looking all around, basically. Yep. If I was a Noseeum, I would love to live here. It's just so much brush, so much decaying matter, and I think I just saw my first bluebird or blue jay in my life. Oh my goodness! Where is it? Oh my goodness! I've never seen one in my life. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Do you see it? Do you see it? Oh my goodness! I have never ever seen this bird in my life. Oh, I just want to take you home, you cute little bird. Oh, hello there. Hello there. I don't know what kind of bird that is. Blue jay, maybe? I've heard of them, but I've never actually seen one. We don't have any of these in Hawaii. Oh, they're so pretty. They are so pretty. Uh, it's like a woodpecker or something. What are in these screens that I don't open? It's okay, little bird, if you peck these screens. It's okay. I'll make an exception for you. Anyway. So if you look at crap. Damn it. Where is it? This camera. This camera can focus, but it sometimes doesn't focus on what I want it to focus on. Okay, so anyway, so you see all this, I know this is gonna sound crazy, but you see all this, like, there's all this dead brush over there. There's all this dead, Anyway, so you can see across the street, but you can't see directly underneath. So there's all this these dead bushes and dead leaves and things like this. See this overgrown crap? Yeah, so when it gets all yucky and gross and overgrown and lots of water, the Noseeums just come out. There is really no cure for this, you guys. I'm just gonna be upfront with you guys. The only thing I can do that I think that is doable is just make sure that these screens repel them. And I don't think it's plausible for me to think that I can do 100% screens all around the apartment. There's going to be holes inevitably. Even if I tape this whole thing up, we're going to have to open it in summer because it gets boiling hot in here. My best solution is to put repellent on the screen. So I bought some citronella oil. No, they are flying bugs. So they're like little flies, and they're outdoors. They're outdoors. So because they're outdoors, they're really, really hard to get rid of because they keep flying, and there are people who would bug bomb their place, trying to get rid of these no-see-ums, and they're successful, but because they can go through 1 millimeter cracks, it's almost impossible to get rid of them. Unless you have like a seal proof place. You guys know that these windows that we have, they are not seal proof. These things are taller than me, so I normally don't check. But like look on look at all this crap. Like I never check this stuff because it's taller than me. But you see that? You see all these bugs over here? Because this window's closed, I know that it's happening because of these freaking cracks over there. So it's just disgusting. It's gross. I'm gonna have to clean it up. I'm thinking about spraying the screens down with citronella oil every so often. I don't know what the hell that is. Bird crap? Who knows? But when I clean these, when I spray down things, I'm also planning to put some cotton balls of some sort and then stuffing them in the cracks here. It's so disgusting, I know. Stuffing them in the cracks here and then spraying some kind of oil, lemon eucalyptus oil on there, and seeing how that goes. Because right now it's like I have to really be on guard. I have to think like, get rid of these bugs, and then if the bugs are removed, I make sure that I prevent them from coming in, or I don't want them to come in at all. I don't want them to go near the cracks, and I'm gonna have to spray repellent all over the screens, and probably redo the screens. Definitely right now I don't want to redo the screens because you can see the bugs are outside. It's not going to be smart for me to redo the screens completely and take the screens out while there's a whole host of the Noseeums outside. But at least I know, what the source is. The source is outside, both sides of the apartment. It's not just one window. And my best strategy is repelling. It's truly just repelling and seeing how that works out. Oh gosh, it sucks. It absolutely sucks. That also tells me it's not just like one small area. They're just all around. They're all around. They're just trying to get in shelter, trying to eat some food. And maybe they're getting in. This is just a thought. Maybe they're getting in, and then maybe they're lingering in here because they're having a harder time going out than coming in, right? It's easier, as I showed you guys earlier, right? It's easier for it to go onto the screen, go into this crack, and then fly inwards rather than fly inwards and go on the screen and then figure it out that way. So yeah, so repelling is what I'm gonna do. I bought some stuff off Amazon. It's coming in tomorrow. I'm gonna follow instructions, get some paper towel, rub the citronella oil on the screens. The other thing that I'm thinking about doing is hanging some lavender. I do know that they say lavender is toxic to cats if they do ingest it, but I want to hang it from the ceiling rails because I know they can't climb onto the curtains. These curtains are so sheer, and use the lavender to kind of repel them outward. So maybe the mosquitoes or the lavender hanging from the curtains, the bags hanging from the curtains, the top of the curtains, and then from there they are just going to run away. That's my hope. So decorating over here is not going to look so great. Bags of lavender on the tops of the curtains, and cotton balls, and it's like, what is she doing? I'm trying to block away all these no-see-ums. I want to get my life back. See, the thing about that, Libor, is even if I seal up the whole window, the problem with that is that right now it's not supposed to be really the high time. In wintertime, they kind of die off because of the cold, but they come back normally around spring and summer big time. And so it's not smart long term to tape up the window, and then in spring and summer, right? What am I supposed to do? Undo it, and then I have the whole swarm of no-see-ums flying in. That's why I kind of want to say, like, if I do the strategy of putting all this repellent on the screen, citronella oil, eucalyptus lemon, lavender near the windows, will that be enough to push to kind of ward off the no-see-um stuff that I can just like leave it and forget it? I think every single day or every 12 hours I'm gonna have to reapply this stuff. Lavender, no, I don't need to as much, but the the citronella oil and the eucalyptus lemon, I think that's only about 6 to 12 hours each. No, they're not. I'm not bringing them in with me. There's really none in the closets. You guys saw the screens. They're hanging outside of this apartment on the, trying to come in. They're going between the gaps. So this part is clear glass. This part is a screened area. So the screen only goes up to this way, right? They're going in from the gap from this side on the other side, and then coming in from this way. You see what I'm saying? So they go over that the screen and then just jump in this way. That's what I believe they're doing. And that makes sense because you can see all these little bugs over here, right? I don't know. I think they come in and then they don't have any way to go out. So, yeah. I've seen, on both sides of the apartments, these bugs on the outside screen trying to come in. Or I see them, sandwiched in between, walking their way up. If they're trying to get out, right? Yeah, if they were trying to get out, that would, well, if they're trying to get out or come in, that's the only way they would end up in between the screens. I'm not opening these windows. These windows have been closed for the last couple days or a whole year. So, yeah, very disheartening. You have a window closed for one whole year and then the bugs are still coming in. And there's not a crack or anything. It's just, this is really the most obvious thing over here. So on the kitchen side, I already taped it all up. On one side of the apartment, I already stuffed it with cotton balls. Tomorrow I'm gonna get the eucalyptus lemon, spray the cotton balls with it, open up all the screens, spray the citronella oil. I mean, rub the oil on the screen. Hopefully that does something, but it's really just it feels like a regimen of sorts. It feels like I'm just modifying my life around these bugs, and it sucks. If you guys go on Reddit, Toronto, on Reddit, they say in Toronto they have a lot of these no-see-ums coming into the apartments. Toronto, Canada, and yeah. I just don't want any of these no-see-ums over here. It's really the thing that really puts me on guard is when I get a bite. If it's from an adult, it gets super itchy. Like I have these big welts, and I don't even want to walk outside because every time I'm itching, I feel itchy. These welts are just there, and yeah, I just don't want to really irritate them too much, but yeah. It sucks being itchy. It really does suck being itchy, but it's pushing me to come up with solutions and trying to think how can I have a system in place where that way it's a little easier, and next year or next summer it's I don't have to worry too much about it. I kind of think the Repel lemon eucalyptus oil plus the citronella oil plus the dry lavender by the window might do the combination. If it doesn't, oh, for frick's sake, that's gonna suck. That's gonna suck. What else would most people do? So I see some people across. I know I feel like a total stalker right now. I see some people across, and I'm looking to see, our window open. I'm not gonna show it, but there's this one person with the AC unit, and there's a big freaking. You can tell like those accordions aren't really they need to replace it or something. And I think to myself like, frick, we've had that problem for a long time. I hate those accordion screen ACs. Someone linked me the Medea one, Midea, and that looks awesome. That looks like a really amazing one, but I already taped up the AC, so I'm not too worried about it. Just a lot of things that's happened within a week or so that's changed a lot of my habits. It's yeah, Lewis makes me he's making comments like my whole life is dedicated to eradicating and catching those no-see-ums, and it really is. It's just wake up. deal with these no-see-ums, trying to block them from coming in. Take a breather, brainstorm, research, no-see-um, 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 no-see-um. And yeah, some people, like I said, they've been dealing with it for months. They've been dealing with it for years. They've called exterminators. They can't seem to get rid of them. And I'm happy that I can notice these kind of things, like these little cracks where they're coming in. And it just makes me think, for the people who do have these no-see-ums coming into their house, they think their window is closed. It's not. It's closed, but they're, if they can go in through a 1 millimeter gap, anything is possible. So, yeah. No, I don't think we have any of that, Libra. I've been using anti-itch cream, but these no-see-ums, I they are so terrible. The only thing that really stops the itch is I have to get a metal spoon and heat it up or warm it up and then put it on the bite. Like, anti-itch cream does not work at all for these no-see-ums. It's terrible. It's really an itch to another level. And I know, like, I look like I'm some kind of user of sorts, since, I have this wooden spoon, I have this metal spoon out, and I'm heating up the back of the metal spoon. But that's how itchy these things get. You really have to heat it up and heat the bites up, and then that way it kind of kills the itch. And yeah, it's just, I know, it's like mysterious bites that are on me, and I feel like I want to scratch at them, and I have a metal spoon that I'm hitting up. Like, I know what that insinuates, right? I know what that insinuates. like I have itchy bites, and I can't see these bugs. It just makes me look absolutely crazy. But now these definitely do exist. Lewis has seen them. Clinton has actually killed one. And yeah, a no-see-um landed on Lewis's arm, and then he went and swatted that no-see-um. So it's nice. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let me see. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay, you guys might not be able to see it. Focus. Focus. There is one right there. I don't think this is focusing, but there's a no-see-um right there. Where is my finger? Right there, just staring at me. Where is it? Where is it? There we go. You see it? Right there. Right there. There we go. I gotta put my finger right there and you guys can see it. See that bug? Here, my finger's pointing right here. I don't see him. So it's outside and it's trying to come in, and this thing is just absolutely crappy. Are there natural? Yeah. So yeah, these, and like I said, this window hasn't been open for a year. So two of these windows on this side, I've already seen it. I'm already assuming that they came through the AC that we have, and it just sucks, It just sucks. This is mosquito netting. Squares. You guys can see it. If you guys have no-see-ums in your state, I highly, highly recommend, if you make it a little project, get a no-see-um netting. Really. I didn't know no-see-ums were in the state. I never thought about no-see-ums in my life. But once, if one swarm comes around your area, and that's how they mate. They mate having swarms. So when they decide to mate, they have this huge, like, orgy of no-see-ums, a huge cloud of no-see-ums coming around, and that's why I think we got bombarded with no-see-ums. The no-see-ums are around, and then afterwards they're like, hey, let's linger around the area, and it's just an explosion. Sucks. Absolutely sucks. These no-see-ums are supposed to be going, but my thinking is, because it's getting colder, they're getting desperate. They don't want to die. I get it. They don't want to die. So they want to ferociously get inside an apartment somewhere so they can, live out the winter and have a good supply of blood meal and blah, 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 blah. And yeah, so, Yeah, these are like guillotine windows, so these slide up and down. There's a screen outside that kind of pops out. See, this is absolute crap. I'm gonna, I don't know too much about windows, but you can even see over here. Can you see on the side? There's like a little air gap over there. That's why they have that spring. This sucks. Like, I'm not, I mean, like, it could block a mosquito out of that gap, but you see, because there's a little gap, you can see the light between there. That's probably where the noseeums are coming from too. So I really have to seal the top part of this thing. It just sucks. It just sucks. I would definitely, if we own the place, I would definitely say, hey, if I saw these kind of windows and I knew noseeums were around, I'd say, nope, bring someone in, bring a window installer in, get rid of these freaking windows. There's no way I'm gonna have, noseeum netting be basically useless because there's a gap over there. So yeah, I'm kind of on the fence. Like, part of me thinks like I should upgrade to noseeum netting, but the other part of me thinks like, frick, they could just probably go through a gap like that, and I can't. There's nothing I can do about that gap. It's part of the design about this screen. And if there's and yeah, it just sucks. It just sucks. These Windows screens suck. I don't know how noseeum screens really work for Windows, but yeah, this one just blows. Just putting it out there how much I hate these Windows screens. I know I sound like I'm sipping on the haterade right now. When you have a window screen and it's closed and you have the window closed, you would think that it would block out everything, but because these noseeums are so freaking tiny, it's it just drives you crazy. Yeah. Rubbles. How do I clean the outside pane? I do not clean the outside pane. I think you're supposed to open it up and then. Oh, here's the thing. I've taken this out before when I've replaced the screen. This was one that was really. You can see. I don't know if like the cat scratched that or what, but you can see there's already holes in them. I don't know if it was a bird or a cat or what, but like for instance, right? Clinton. You okay? Let me see. Show you guys this shit and stuff. Like there's a hole up there. Clinton hit that hole right there. So I think it's some kind of bug or some kind of insect. And anyway, so you can, and then when you pop it out, you can just bring it inside and clean it, or you can use a brush to clean it. But I've never cleaned these window screens. Yeah, Dora, I would take spiders any day over these things. Spiders cannot go through a 1 millimeter crack. These little biting midges can, and you have to deal with spiders swarming you. Most people don't. Even mosquitoes, right? Even when I was in Hawaii, like I would get mosquito bites, but it would be only when I'm outside. And it wouldn't be a swarm unless you're hiking on a mountain, which is one of the reasons why I didn't really go hiking much in Hawaii. I would either get really bad sunburn when I'm hiking, or the bugs would love me so much that I would get eaten alive, even with, a very high percentage of DEET. You just know, like, hey, if the bugs are in around an area with lots of greenery, lots of watery, wet areas, just avoid it. Then that's why I don't like hiking. So being in this kind of situation where the bugs ferociously trying to come in, they're just waiting outside. That guy is still over there. He's still over there. He's still over there. He's just trying to he's just waiting. He's like, hey, he'd open and get in. You guys see him? Where'd he go? You're so freaking smart. I lose track of them. See? He's just waiting there. He's just chilling there. He's like, I got all day. I got all day. I got all day to eat you. So, knowing that these bugs are just outside waiting, and they're so small that you really have to take a lot of these measures, it's just it's kind of sickening. Yeah. Guillotine windows are forbidden in Germany? Oh. Yeah, this one slides up, and then this spring thing, you have to push it upward and then outwards, and then that way you can remove. So it's just a spring holding in place. So the spring has a gap, right? Because that's how it works. That spring holds it. So there's a little gap. You guys can see it over there where all the beautiful bugs are able to get in, at least the Noseeums. I'm just waiting till that Noseeum comes inside. Actually, you know what? He's just waiting. He's just waiting. He's like, I got all day. So, yep. This is the Noseeum channel. I turned into a Noseeum channel. Oh, gosh. So, anyway, yeah. I can't wait till my repellent comes in tomorrow. I'm going to put the citronella oil on the screens, put the repellent on cotton balls on the top, repel those suckers, because I know if I try to seal them out, that's going to be futile. As long as there's a 1 millimeter gap, they're just going to crawl right through. I really need to have some kind of repellent so that way they don't even get through my barriers or get too close to my barriers. So yeah, oh yeah, you guys can see it now. See that kind of like dying area? That's basically fallen branches and decaying plant matter right there. Prime feeding material for the Noseeums right there. And especially because it was raining yesterday, raining today, you know, they have so much moist soil right down there, right here. So much moist soil, so much plant food, so much decaying plant matter which they feed on. They can lay so much eggs over there. If I was a Noseeum, I would love to live over there. I would say, wow, so much water, so much food, so much places I can eat humans and get into their screens. Yep. So, anyway, yeah. Just looking around, seeing how things are, and talk to you guys later. I was looking out the window. Usually I don't look out the window that long, but when I was looking out the window today, I saw flies outside. I saw, you know, wandering bugs. There's even we've even been seeing really hairy caterpillars at the time. I saw a caterpillar outside when I was coming into the apartment. Down behind our security glass doors. I was thinking, how the hell did this big ass caterpillar get behind two security doors? But you know what I did is I just pushed it out. It just tells me that a lot of these bugs, they just really want to get shelter, and they're persistent, because if they're not persistent, they can freeze to death. Yeah. You know what? I would love to shoot lasers too. Okay, if I could, I was watching this one video on YouTube, and the video was saying something like they're using lasers to shoot down mosquitoes, and these lasers are so fine they're able to like hit the wings of the mosquito and just basically, you know, kill them or immobilize them. And I thought to myself, oh frick, I need one of those for those Noseeums. It was a really great video. I know Lewis is probably horrified at the thought of me taking great pleasure at seeing bugs and Noseeums killed, but they're my enemy. You know, I feel like I'm going through a jungle over here trying to kill these little invisible enemies and trying to, you know, take back this area so I can live my life again. So I can live my days and alcohol, bleach, soapy water. I just want my life back. That's what it comes down to. I just want my life back, and I don't want to be overrun by bugs, but that is not the reality right now. It's just bugs, 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 ceiling bugs, repellent research. Yeah. Yeah, I know. So White Wolf said lasers that can do that are illegal to shoot outside. Wait, what? There's one behind the window? Wait, where? Oh, yeah. It's just, it sucks. So, I haven't really seen them today. I saw a few, but they were the bigger size. Of course, they're getting smaller and smaller, and even though I have LASIK eye surgery, I ain't that good at seeing these Noseeums. So, yeah. Near the lower corner? Left. Crap. I think I missed it. I don't see it. Left near the lower corner. Yeah, well, anyway, yeah, these freaking bugs, they can be anywhere. And I don't have my spray bottle with me either. Ugh. So, oh, this thing? I'm not seeing it. 2 inches over the windowsill. I don't see anything. I'm not seeing anything. Oh no, that isn't a bug. That isn't a bug. That is, I don't know what the hell that is. What is that? It's nothing. It's not a bug. It's like some brown speck thing. Yeah, speck of something. There's specks of all over stuff around here. It's terrible. Yeah, I'm gonna clean it up, but it just blows. At least I saw a pretty bird today. At least I saw a pretty bird. So important, you guys. If you guys have yards, make sure you clear out your upside down containers of water, or if you have any standing water. I see a big standing water jar over here. Actually, yeah, I see a big container of standing water. I don't know if they're gonna dump it or not. Who knows? But I do not like the great outdoors, you guys. If this has shown me anything, it's I do not want to go to the. I don't really like the great outdoors. I hate Noseeums. This freaking Noseeum is still staring at me out there. Freaking Noseeum, where are you? Where are you, Noseeum? You see him? He's still there. He's still there. He's just waiting. He is all day. He is all day. Crap, where are you? Where are you, Noseeum? Where did he go? Still there. Oh my gosh, I wish I had a better camera. Oh, there he is. See him? He's moving his little legs. He's like, hi. Hi, viewers. I'm over here, outside, waiting to come in. What a jerk. It's like I feel like he's trying to bite his way into the screen. Do you see his little arms moving? Do you see him? That is a terrible enemy right there. So freaking small. See him? Oh my gosh. He's been here for the last 30 minutes, just sitting there. So imagine if you're a bug. You can spend all day, all night trying to find an opening. And then one morning, just, make a run for it or something. Yeah. Come on. Where is he? There he is. Spray foam. Oh, really? Nano tape or alien tape? I'm gonna look that up. Yeah, I wouldn't mind spraying foam around the window, but I just kind of think I want to find a repellent of sorts, so that way when the summer comes in, we don't have to, I don't have to make sure this thing turns into a sauna room, because when summer hits, I don't want to try. I want to keep at least one of the windows open, but I don't want to keep the window open and then the sun comes in and voraciously eats us. So, oh my goodness, I see two people walking around. How can you be walking around right now? There's all these Noseeums. Yeah, I think they're hanging around the vegetation and then they're just flying around upward, sideways, who knows. They travel about 350 feet around their breeding area. This is definitely within 350 feet, so I'm not surprised at all. Yeah. Anyway, I gotta get going. Yeah, Noseeum is still there. He's still there. It's gonna be there all day, most likely. So this tells me I really need to take this stuff up. Okay, you guys. Take care, and I hope you have Noseeums. And I know you guys saw my Noseeum here. Or Noseeum. See ya.